37 countries, one more beautiful than the next one, 37 songs, and of course 37 opinions. Well, 37 opinions coming from one, me, because I will react to all songs from the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. Are you ready? Let's talk Eurovision. Hey everyone, it's Matt. Yes, it's time for my highly anticipated video, or at least I pretend it is, where I'll react to all 37 entries recap style, sharing my thoughts, unprepared, so whatever just comes out of my brain, I'll vomit out. And I will say first things first, this is a good year. I know there are a lot of opinions out there that say the opposite, but to me, I find this one a very diverse year and an interesting one. So there is actually not a song I actually dislike this year, I will say. In previous years, we had like all these like, I love these, I like these, and I don't like these. This is a little bit more of a blur overall, which is a fun thing, but it's hard to rank them as well. But anyways, I will share with you my opinions as the recap goes on, and I'd love to hear from you afterwards as well. I don't want to waste any more time, so let's jump right into it. I will also do my best not just to sing along the entire time, because we all want to do that, right? It's already happening. You know, the song warms your heart. There's something about a family singing together, and it warms my heart, as said. Now, based on the vibe of the song, it's actually almost kind of sad. Like, it's a family falling apart when you watch the video. Sad. It's a grower for me. It lacks a little bit of an immediate hook and impact, which makes me a little bit nervous for Albania. But it's just so endearing. I only hear bigu, tugu, yugu. I just wish she would actually have that D at the end. Be good, do good. She sings about an anticipated love, right? It's like almost a love letter, as the song title indicates, to a future lover. The transition here, you know, where the rap part comes in, then the beautiful third part that comes in, it's a bit messy and disjointed at some points. I love the Armenian part, though, and I expect a fantastic show, by the way. So it's going to do really well. Australia. Looking at things all right. Am I the only one who actually likes this one better than their national final effort from last year? Don't get me wrong, it was solid, but I preferred Sheldon. Here, I'm all in. I wish the metal part was a little bit more prominent. I was just yell at Voyager, harder, harder. That sounds kind of wrong. But this part is so good. This is so good. People go nuts over this one. In my reaction video, I actually said I'm either gonna love it or it's gonna be my last place. And ultimately, actually, I've been like, I really like this. It's a little bit of a roller coaster ride at times for me, but don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's fun. I don't care much about overanalyzing the song. Just enjoy it, dance along, and move on. Shut up. It's just also clever lyrically in some parts, so another plus. Oh yes, Azerbaijan. So they're doing what so many songs are doing this year. It's a fad, I think. I'm gonna put 4 songs forward, but then blend them all together so I only have one. And when done right, it's good. I'm not sure where I land here with Azerbaijan. I'm struggling with the confusing parts here in the rap part once again. It's a nice song though. And I love that the songwriters are actually from local, home turf. When Gustaph won the national final, I was not very confident about Belgium's chances, but has changed a little bit. Especially when you look at the competition, this will stand out. It's the only true upbeat song in the first half of Semi 2. I expect this one to open the show, actually. No, and he can sing live. Not convinced it's a qualifier, but it's on my radar. The video is so 90s. I love it. Ugh. Here we go, Croatia. What a song. This has every chance of completely flopping, coming last in the semis, and end up in the top 10 of the grand final. This part I love. It's like the counter melody with the choir. It has really cool parts. I just find the verse a little boring. Mama. Mama kupila taktora. Oh my. The visuals, like, I wish they would change the visuals. The staging was a little weird to me. Why aren't we talking more about Cyprus, y'all? It's such a good song, solid pop. And if he's going to sing like that live, see in the final Cyprus. People are rightfully crazy going over Sweden this year. Break a Broken Heart is like overlap in songwriters, so you should like this one as well, but you haven't seen the staging yet. So maybe you're not talking about it as much, but I think it is fantastic. You know what? My Sister's Crown. I listened to the national final on the side and I thought, that's the fan favorite. Pass. Underwhelmed. It was just not a good national final sound-wise, and then people told me, listen to the studio version and withhold your final judgment. And okay, I get it now after listening to it. This is actually quite a risk, but that's a good thing. I actually have more respect for Vesna. I'm so glad that Czechia is now a player at Eurovision. Those old days are gone where they're an afterthought. I know that he's a TikToker, but even without knowing that, you look at him and think TikTok gave birth to a boy. It's right in the comfort zone for Denmark, but it's so darn catchy, man. It's not that kind of music usually. It's just something about it. It's so sweet, uplifting, feel-good vibes. We really need this in the competition. You have a really good shot at qualifying Denmark with this. It's good. On track. Alika has such a powerful voice and so strong, amazing control and well written. And this would really do a lot with the juries. I'm not quite clicking with it. I should give me emotions, but it doesn't. So I don't connect. I don't connect with it on a personal emotional level, but that doesn't make it a bad song. It just doesn't captivate my heart. But I can still acknowledge the quality here. Oh, what a dramatic change here. I'm still convinced, and it will take a lot for me to be convinced otherwise. Finland will win the televote. We haven't heard a song like that before at Eurovision, right? Ever. This is how you merge different genres elegantly and in an appropriate manner, right? The metal and the pop part. It's amazing, Finland. Mind blown. I would love for this to win. 23 version of a chanson, not a ballad, has a nice little beat to it. And I will say this, I liked it from the get-go, but I really liked it after like the third listen or so. It's kind of the music I want from France. They delivered, and that's all there is. Just plus, the Big Five are hot this year. They are hot. They're not here to mess around. So happy. Yeah, true enough. The lyrics, man. At first I thought, oh, I guess they're going for poetry. Like, I often miss the bus when it comes to these abstract lyrical content. But no, it was just not well written. The song is actually nice, a bit repetitive, but it doesn't bother me because the feeling is I'm digging and the aesthetics. Still praying to the Eurovision gods, please, please get rid of the English version, perform in your native Georgian. Please. It would be less distracting. But again, it's so cool looking. Breaking news, y'all. Germany does not suck this year. I get this is not for everyone, but it's my genre. Love the glitter, love the visuals, and it's just such a great metal piece. Strong melody on top of it. I'm telling you, this will be in the top 10 of the televote, and if the juries don't completely hate it, has every chance of being on the left side of the scoreboard. I love it. Best effort in years. Yes! No, I don't know what they say, because sometimes I have a hard time deciphering what you say. Just as a way, does he talk like that? I think Greece deserves a bit more credit this year, I would say. It's not a twerk entry, no hair flipping back and forth, but it's a solid mid-tempo song. a solid message. I know it's not a televote friendly song because, you know, it's kind of like in between. But it's a good song. Don't sleep on this, please. Power. Definitely the best song in Iceland national final, but I'm warming up a little bit to it. Sisters wasn't really on my radar either initially, but then during like the rehearsals in Turin, they really won me over. Was smitten. It was warm and calm. The problem I have with this one is the energy of the song makes me a bit uneasy. I don't know what it is. Again, not a bad song, but I don't necessarily have that as a qualifier. This is written for Eurovision 2003, right? But a bit of an anthem. I can see Ireland struggling now. I can see Universal where people will click with it. I wish the revamp would have been a little bit more remarkable. And why wearing these masks, towels over their head? Yeah, take every opportunity away from us to connect with you. I'm worried about Ireland, but I'm not completely convinced it's the end for them. Here we go again. I mean, Armenia, Finland, Azerbaijan, they're all doing this. Hey, you say we can only send one song? Well, we're sending 5 in one. Israel may take the cake here. There's a lot going on. But I do like it. I do like it. The strings are my favorite part, actually. I wish they would be more prominent. But she's a star. She's a star. Effortless. Italy. I don't care. I like this better than Marco's effort 10 years ago. I find this melodically a whole lot more endearing and warm. It's not as current and maybe accessible maybe than some would like. I get it. And it's a strong chorus, so beautiful, and Marco's voice just carries it and does the rest. Pulls on your heartstrings. Don't dismiss Italy. Never ever dismiss Italy. This is gonna do quite well. Latvia. Right, it's a favorite with the ESC United readers if you watch our ranking videos, yet nobody else discusses the song like it doesn't even exist. I don't think it's bad at all. It's quite grummy a little bit. The problem is, though, I really enjoy the chorus, but a little underwhelmed with the rest. So, if it had a better flow and kept me interested throughout the entire 3 minutes, we had a different story here. But the video is cool, too. I don't have much time. All right, next. I remember... Oh, Lithuania. I remember... in 2015, when everyone was shouting, Monica's voice is... she's so weak, she's ruining the song. What's wrong with you? This is great. This song initially, I missed it in the national final, and I listened to it again after it won. I was like, oh, this is good. But please, Monica, listen to me. Please keep the backup vocal list. You cannot recreate that sound with pre-recorded vocals. The warmth and the intimacy is so good. Bring him to Liverpool. Okay, serious talk. This has to qualify. Malta has to qualify, y'all. Why are you sleeping on this? I'm addicted to this. And yes, we all love Sunstruck Project, but this is my epic sax guy. Love the song, love the vibe. Not trying too hard, so interesting. I want to at least see it in the finals. I know the juries may not like it because singing is not like its strongest point, but... Oh, I love this. Malta. Again, I said it was a good year. Moldova giving us something different. Good different. Still in love with Pasha's song from 2012, by the way. And once again, he is delivering. I will say, this is not a song that I listen to much in the studio version, but it's visually so amazing. And you feel it when you watch it. And that's where the difference lies. Moldova does Eurovision so well. Oop. Netherlands. I keep forgetting about this song. I will say it's a competitive effort. Nice song. And what I said earlier about Estonia applies here as well. It passes me by emotionally. And when you have a slower ballady song and the emotion isn't there, then it's just done. Again, I can understand why people like it, but sadly, I'm not I'm not clicking with it. The Queen of Kings, that beat. Ugh, it gets me every single time. Alessandra, great stage charisma as well. Norway at its best. We're not even discussing qualification with her. We're talking about where in the grand final she'll end up and if she's even a potential contender. Don't sleep on Queen of Kings, y'all. I almost wish they would actually go a little bit more literal with the staging. Dress as the queen on your throne and all the kings dancing around you. But maybe that'll only hurt her chances. But I would love it. Go all out. Innocent, lighthearted pop song. Vacation feel. Not something new or groundbreaking. I think they were going for that. It's sweet and likable though. Just may not be enough to knock down walls at Eurovision. Blanca is also vocally just okay. The song certainly doesn't ask for big notes or anything. I just think while it's nice, I don't know if it's competitive enough. Okay, I'm gonna warm up my fingers because for the first time I get to vote at Eurovision as well. Maybe I'll give him to Portugal, I don't know. But I will say Mimikat has a fantastic song. It's the proper amount of theatrical and cabaret feel, but with great vocals, beautiful instrumentation. The energy of the song is so good. Different from the rest of the pack, and I want Portugal to go really far. You deserve it. I love it. More. I don't have time. Okay. The staging is always still a big question mark for me, but that'll change. I'm not surprised to see little support for the song, but I was rooting for it from the get-go. Just my kind of music, bit of a garage sound, and it's not really catered to the average listener. Maybe a quiet taste, I don't know, but I like it. Reminds me of my childhood 90s music, teenagerhood. Again, just catered to my taste. So thank you, Romania. The problem is with this one, it sounds like a demo, and the sound quality of this video is not great either. The revamp is coming our way though, so that's still on my radar, subject to change. But right now it's a bit unremarkable, which is unfortunate because we all want desperately for San Marino and the national final to succeed. I think it's an uphill battle though this year. Hello. Oh, it really gives me like video game vibes, and I'm a gamer, so you got me. I'm all in. I'm absolutely digging this one. I'm digging deeper and deeper. I liked it for the first time, and it just gets better with every listen. The vibe of the song is everything. So happy it won, and it's almost scary, a little creepy, but not too creepy. Isn't that wonderful to see Slovenia actually being one of the entries people talk about for once? It feels so good. Such a solid effort and such a different vibe as well. I'm still surprised actually that so many in the Eurovision bubble like this. Doesn't feel bubble friendly, so very happy about that. I'm actually the instrumental part is like my favorite part, the guitar. Spain. Similar to what I said about Moldova. Great song. Not what I usually grab and listen to at home, right? But when performed live, there's magic happening on stage. And Blanca, she just mesmerizes you. It's hypnotizing, and she puts a spell on people almost. I don't know how to explain it. Great effort. I don't care if it comes first or last. Spain, you can be proud of the effort. I know, Lorraine again, she's going to win, blah, blah, blah. But all that talk is for a reason. This is a solid song just on its own merits, and now you're bringing Lorraine with her unique stage presence and her wonderful ability to elevate a song to new heights. The amazing staging, and just the whole package. I always liked it, but the more you listen to it, and Lorraine's like, you only think I'm okay? Well, think again. I'm coming for your vote. And she does it. So good. I wasn't. Why is it called Soldier? With many ballots this year, I'm actually struggling to connect. But Switzerland is one of the better ones in my view. And unlike last year, Watergun has a whole lot more televote appeal, I think. Not what I would call a mass-pleasing song in televote terms. But on the Eurovision night, this has every opportunity to stand out and leave a mark. Good voice. Good melody. I'm feeling it. Ooh! Ukraine. R&B, not really what you expect from Ukraine, which is, I think, quite awesome for that reason alone. It's a good song. May not be as in your face and instant, but it brings different values and strength to it. And it just gets better and better every time you listen. And they feel authentic, like that's their music. And you can't help but appreciate that. And they have a monopoly in that genre, because no one else has R&B at Eurovision this year. I've asked for good British mainstream pop songs at Eurovision from the UK for years, and here you go. Not much to ask for, right? And we got it. Instead, I wrote a song. Such a fun, quirky entry. It's insanely catchy, UK. I'm so happy. You're back in the game. Took you 20 years or so to wake up, but I'm glad you are awake. Now don't mess up the staging, because you're known for that as well. Yay! Right at the end, as Ukraine came on, I started getting the hiccups. Tried to bury it as best as possible, so I had to take a quick break before doing this. It's gone now. Oh. Okay, so no, this was hard because I feel like I just talk, and you don't even have time to process it, but that's part of this yearly challenge. But I meant what I said earlier. I think it's a really good year. There's not a single song that I was like, ew, go away. And that makes it fun. Sure, I have songs. I don't have thongs, but I have songs that I like better than others. But there's not a single thing in there that'd be like, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I am super stoked. I think it's going to be a fun thing in Liverpool. And I know some people saying there are clear winners already, and I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet. Overall, I'm very happy with what we're getting, and that we're not just all mainstream, predictable music. Lots of genres, lots of diversity, and that's what we need at Eurovision. And I feel like we're on the right track. Eurovision musically gets better and better every year. And I'm not just saying that to be, brown nosy or, complimentary, even though it is a compliment. I really feel that way. And yeah, how do y'all feel? Who are your favorites? Where do you agree? Where do you disagree? Keep in mind, I have nothing but love and respect for all artists and delegations. And some of this is, of course, subjective. That's not true. All of this is subjective. But nothing but love to all of you. Leave your thoughts below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.